Hello everyone, my name is Priska Osegali, the creative director at Gold Imperial and the lead instructor at Gold Imperial Academy, where we teach interested persons how to draft their own patterns and create their own garments. Thank you all for joining me on my channel today. Hope you have been having a great time with all of the tutorials that we have on the channel. We appreciate you for being with us. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly do so right now. You can pause this video and quickly subscribe to our channel. We promise you that you would have great time learning with us. We also have online and offline courses. To register for any of our courses, you can send us a DM via bit.ly/Gold Imperial. You can type it in your browser and it will take you directly to our DM where you can send us a message to begin your registration process. Today we have something great in store for you on this tutorial. If you're ready, let's jump in. In today's tutorial, we'll be looking at how to incorporate the princess style line in a jacket. This jacket is without a collar. It's a long jacket. So I have right here my basic bodice pattern. This basic bodice carries the underarm dart. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and convert this into a dress pattern. All right, here we are. This is converted to a dress pattern now. Okay, we have it as the straight dress pattern. Okay, I wouldn't want to shape this because it's a jacket, so there's no need to shape it. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw out the princess style line. Now I'm not contouring this, so there's no need to do any contouring. All I'm going to do is to draw out my armhole princess style line. So I'm going to be doing that for both the front and the back. You can also decide to do for just the front, but for this I'll be doing for both the front and the back. So I'll just place my curve ruler, okay, like this. I'm using the across chest as my guideline to draw my princess style line. All I'll do is to place my curve ruler on my across chest level and then draw my princess style line to my existing dart line. Okay, now I've done that for the front, and then I'll move over to the back now. For the back, you have to be a bit careful. You do not want to have as if you have a cup at the back. So this is what I usually do. I usually use the almost straight part of my curve ruler to draw out for the back. So I just bring like this. Okay, being careful, just take it to the across back. Okay, or you use your free hand and just draw it. Okay, you can bring it this way to the existing dart. Okay, just make sure that it doesn't have any cup. Okay, and also when you are stitching, you have to be careful that it doesn't have any cup at the back. Okay, so that is it. So now we're going to cut this out now. Okay, there's no seam at the waistline. All I'm just going to do is cut this out now. Also for this jacket, I'm not going to be adjusting the neckline. I'm going to be using my basic neckline. So all I'll do is to add my seam allowance, 0.5 seam allowance. You can do this on fabric if you want. Okay, then also do my shoulder line transfer. So to see how to do the shoulder line transfer, I'll be adding the link in the description box of how you can achieve the centralization of your shoulder line. We have a tutorial on that, especially for this type of pattern. So that is all I'm doing now. I'm just doing the centralization of my shoulder line so that it doesn't keep falling backward. Okay, so my seam allowance is added right there, and then the seam allowance is also added here. For the neckline, I'll also be taking away 0.5, okay, and then return it back to the across chest level. Okay, just like this. Okay, so all this goes away. All this will be going away. All right, so this is what you now do. You have to extend your dart all the way to the hem of your garment. So just measure what you have as your dart points. so that you can connect in a straight line. So here I have 4, so I'll just do the same and then connect in a straight line. If you have a long ruler, you can use a long ruler. If you do not have a long ruler, just mark at intervals and then connect. Okay, so here we are. I've extended my dart line all the way to the hem of my jacket. So all I'm going to do now is to cut out. So now note the way I'm going to cut this. Remember that I have marked all these out that they are going out, okay? Because we want a fitting around our area. So I'll just cut like this, okay? You're cutting away all the darts, okay? Because this is an excess, we are cutting it away so we can have a better fit. So I like to add all my seam allowances on my pattern. So I'll just quickly add a 0.5 seam allowance on my armhole and also on my side seam. Alright, so here we are, all our seam allowances are now added. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with the cutting. The reason why we took that 0.5 the neckline is because this jacket is going to have an opening at the front. So you have to do that so that the neckline will be relaxed, okay, and stay open, okay. So when you are done, you have to match your neckline to be sure that the front and the back neckline are both the same. So if they're not the same, you have to do the necessary adjustment, okay. So I'm now going to redraw this neckline, all right, and also adjust my seam allowance. For this type of jacket that I'm making, that is going to have an opening at the front, there's no fastener, so you can use your belt as the fastener for this type of jacket. So I can leave the back without any dart, or I can still use my princess style line, but for me, I'm going to be leaving the back without any dart, okay. So all I'm just going to do is at the waistline, at the back line, I'm just going to take away 0.5 as a way of shaping the back, that is bringing my back closer to my body. So that is what I am going to do for this. So I'll just extend that to my across back level and also bring it down to my hip line area. So I'm going to be cutting this off now. Okay, so the 0.5 that we took at the waistline on the back may not be necessary. That is, if you have constructed your pattern using the Natalie Bray's method of pattern construction, because you would have done that when you were shaping your waist. But for this type of pattern, you have to do that so that your garment can follow the curve of your spine. So here we are. You can also manipulate this away. Since I'm not going to be holding it, if you desire, you can manipulate it away. Okay.
You are invited to Skill Up Sewing Lagos.
Skill Up Sewing is a sewing platform aimed at building skillful professionals, and you are invited to our upcoming seminar live in Lagos, tagged Skill Up Sewing Lagos.
With Master P, a unisex fashion tutor at Master P Fashion World, and Priska Oserale, the lead instructor at Gold Imperial Academy, where you'll be learning the professional way of making garments such as corsets, princess cut bustier, trouser, shirts, panel skirts, and much more,
as well as other professional aspects that will help build your fashion career. Date
Monday 1st July to Friday 8th July 2022.
Time 10 a.m. Delhi. Venue.
Abatco Hotel, Oyegunwa Street, Shogule, Lagos State.
To participate, WhatsApp the numbers displayed on your screen now for seat reservation.
Okay, now so let's move back to the front. Okay, so I have my dart here. You have to close this dart. Okay, you can't leave this dart this way. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut that open. Okay, and then I'm going to close these darts right there. Okay, so now you can secure this. So this is how your pattern will now be. So these are my pattern pieces. Okay, this is for the front. Okay, and this is for the back. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut this on fabric, and then we'll begin the stitching. So I have gone ahead and cut out all my pattern pieces on my fabric, and I have also added feasible interfacing. So this is my lining, these are my fashion fabric. I have added feasible interfacing to both the lining and to my fashion fabric. So now I'm going to go ahead and join all the lining pieces together, and also join all the fashion fabric pieces together, because we'll be doing the lining to fabric mode of finishing for this jacket. Remember, all your seams have to be hidden. Okay, so now I have joined all my lining pieces together, and I have also pressed out the seam. So this is how you press your seam open. Okay, make sure that your seams are open this way. All right, you can use strips of fusible interfacing, that is the one popularly called paper stay here in Nigeria. You can use it to further secure your seams, to make sure that they stay open and do not close at any time. All right, press out all your seams. Okay, make sure that you press out. When you're making a jacket, you really have to do lots and lots of seam pressing. So you have your lining ready. This is the lining. Okay, so you also do the fashion fabric the same way. Okay, join all the fashion fabric pieces together, press out all the seams open, and then we'll be coupling this together to our fashion fabric, okay, to create a full garment. So let me quickly finish up the fashion fabric, and then I'll show you how to couple everything together. Here we are. I'm done joining the fashion fabric, and I've also pressed out all the seams. You can see how flat they all lay. Whenever you're making a jacket, you have to be very, very careful with how you press your seams. So here is my fashion fabric, okay, all pressed out, joined together, pressed out, and this is the lining, okay, also joined, pressed out. Okay, so now we are coupling the lining to the fashion fabric. So you just make sure you align the hem. You join the hem first. Okay, you join the hem, you align the hem, and then you join by whatever seam allowance that you left. Now when you are done joining, you will then press. Okay, you also press again. Okay, but first of all you join the hem, then you also join the neckline. Okay, so more or less you are joining everything. So you join your neckline, match your neckline. Okay, this is my neckline right here. So you match your neckline. Okay, join the front, that is the center front, and then go back to the center front and then finish up. So when you are done, you are going to press out all the seams again. Okay, so each time you sew, you press. Each time you sew, you press your seam. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to join everything. Okay, so I'll be turning everything out from the armhole. Okay, that's where you turn everything out. So in essence, what we have done is we have joined the fashion fabric as though we were making the garment just with the fashion fabric, and we have also joined the lining as though we're making just the lining. Then you couple everything together and join. I like to start from the hem. You can start from anywhere and join all the way all around, and then turn it out from the armhole. So I'm going to take it to my machine, do that, and then give everything a good press.
Hello, my name is Anna Lupita, also known as Master P of Master P Fashion World. I am a unisex fashion designer and a tutor. On the 4th to the 8th of July 2022, I'll be in Lagos for Skill of Sewing Lagos. It's see you there.
Here is the jacket, looking beautiful. So I have attached the lining to it. Can you see? Can you see the inside? Okay, so you can see how neat the inside is. Okay, so here, all right, we can see. So this is the jacket. Okay, it's not going to have any fastener. Okay, so this is it. It's almost ready. So we have to fix the sleeves on the jacket, and then we are done. Okay, so I'm just going to make a belt to go with this so that my clients can wear this with a belt. I love it. I love the outcome. I love the way it's neat. I love everything about it. It's really looking beautiful. Okay, so just for us to attach the sleeves and we are done. So I'll come back and show you how the final look is. Before we finish up, I want to show you how to join the sleeves. Okay, so come with me. Hello, my name is Priska Osegali. I am the creative director at Gold Imperial and the lead instructor at Gold Imperial Academy. I would like to specially invite you to Skill Up Sewing, happening live here in Lagos. We look forward to seeing you at this episode of Skill of Sewing. Skill of Sewing, giving you the edge you need. So here are the sleeves. I have joined the lining to the fashion fabric. This is the other one. Okay, so I'm going to first of all add bias tape as a form of design on the sleeve. My client has requested that. I'm going to just do that before I finally attach the sleeves, but let me show you how to sew the sleeves. So first of all, you put your sleeves together and then notch. Okay, notch and open it up again. And remember, we're making a jacket. We want everything to be all nice and crispy, very neat on the inside. So you match the two notches together, can you see? And then you begin to sew. So you might have to pin it down so that they stay in place. So you begin to sew, okay, making sure that all the seams match. Okay, all right, so you match everything and then pin down and sew. So when you are done sewing, you can then turn it back inside, so all the seams will be hidden on the inside. Do you understand what I just did? So just notch first, match all your seams, make sure that all the seams and the notch all match together, pin down, and then just sew from the fashion fabric to the lining, or from the lining to the fashion fabric. And when you are done, just turn everything out. So you will see the sleeves will be neat, all the seams will be inside. So we'll now attach to our jacket, and when we are done, we'll finish up with a bias tape. There is a way you can join your sleeves to your jacket that you will not even see the seam on the armhole, but that is kind of a tedious process. And for now, I would just like to stitch my sleeves onto my jacket when I'm done turning out, and then finish up the armhole with a bias tape. Okay, so let's quickly do that, and then I'll show you the finished product on the body form. If you have found this video useful, please like, share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and also turn on notifications so that each time we drop new videos, you will be the first to know about it. Thank you so very much for staying with us on today's tutorial. My name is Priska Osegali. So I'll finish this up now and then show it to you on the body form. See you next time.